Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh. Oh. Thank you, thank you. Welcome back to the channel. This is Andrew, Running with Dr. Andrew, and today I'd like to share with you the White River Marathon race recap. All right, guys, let's go. Okay, so the race went really well. It was definitely pretty cold, you know, looking at weather around 20-ish, 25 degrees or so. Pretty crisp air, just a slight wind. And so I felt good. I was wearing shorts and, you know, light clothing because I knew I was going to get warm and heat up pretty quickly during the race. So I didn't want any extra clothing to make me a little warm, to slow me down. And so definitely, you know, everything went well. Got to the start line okay. Started my watch and went down. So the race, it starts off with a downhill start. So everyone's going down, and it's a pretty steep downhill for about a good mile or so. Definitely, it's pretty steep, and everyone is striding down pretty good. So you're letting gravity take you down. So first mile was around 7 minutes and 7 seconds. So definitely pretty fast. A mile there. Then definitely I settled in to the pace and ran with another person from Kansas City, and they were hoping to get a 3 hour and 20 minute marathon as well. And he said he's done this several times and that he's also was going to do another marathon the next day, which is incredible, doing back-to-back marathons. I barely could run the next day, and today I did 2 miles and it was definitely pretty sore. But so we kept together for at least 13 miles. Went really well. I did have to, my camera, I didn't get a lot of footage of the beginning of the race just because my camera GoPro battery kind of froze up, and then what happened was somehow my memory card got deleted, so all the things before that was deleted, so I didn't get a lot of the footage of the beginning of the race and the downhill and the crowd and all that stuff too. So it was definitely a little difficult with the editing, but definitely I think I felt like the race vlog did turn out pretty well. But anyway, going down this hill, stayed with the person, his name's Scott. I think I mentioned his name in the vlog, and then we stayed together as close as I could with him and thought I was doing really well. I was like, okay, if I stay with him, I'm going to be able to stick it out. So around mile 13, I had to back off a little bit there too, and Scott kept on going. So around mile 14 was, I think, 8:30 something. It was okay, if I keep it 8:30, I think I'll be okay. Maybe get a personal record, maybe get to tie, get at least under 4 hours. And then around mile 18, that's whenever I started having to walk and jog. And after that, I knew my legs were pretty spent. And so if I kind of look at the Strava, and I'll post this up here, data. And so it sets a flat course, but the elevation gain is 404 feet, and obviously max elevation was 646 feet, but that's because of the hill that you ran down. Again, average pace overall is 9 minutes and 41 seconds. Not too bad for the last few miles, not doing too well with it. And so fastest split was 7:03. And my cadence was 163 steps per minute, and so pretty decent. I probably could have gone a little faster, but that was kind of on average. And then my maximum was 192 steps per minute. Average heart rate was 151, so definitely keeping that pretty decent heart rate throughout. And also the average power was 207 watts. Maximum power 342 watts, so not too bad with the intensity and running. So let's kind of look at the per mile. And so, like I said, 7:02 was the first mile. Excuse me, this says 7:02. 7:33, you know, during the 13-mile stretch, the worst mile was 7:49. So definitely keeping an average that's probably an average of at least 7:30-ish or so. So definitely I could have kept it. In mile 14, I did in at 8:34, and mile 14, 9, or mile 15, 9:17. And then kind of went down from there. And mile 18 was 9 minutes and 50 seconds. So, and then throughout there, it was at least 12-minute miles. Mile 22, 11-minute mile. And then mile 25 and 26, 14-minute miles. So definitely pretty slow. I was caught, you know, having some pain, some difficulty, turning my legs over. And it wasn't necessary. I wasn't cramping. It was just I didn't have the strength and power to run very fast, and I was like, well, I don't want to injure myself, so I'll just kind of walk and jog at this point. It's like I'm just want to finish this race. I was enjoying the scenery, enjoying the nature, and it was warming me up, so definitely it was nice and sunny. I really enjoyed it, and then I got back onto the trail part. So this marathon, it does have a last 2 miles is about on a trail portion of the area there, and then you go down and you finish by the bridge. It's called by the White River. The town that we're in is Cotter, Arkansas, and so it's a very small town, but definitely kind of very scenic area for a finish. So definitely enjoyed that. Again, like I said, it's probably mostly my legs. You know, I probably, and you know, it's probably more I was going too fast for my current fitness, and I feel like I was maybe extending myself. So if I slowed down a little bit, maybe I would have been able to finish, you know, a better time, most likely, probably. You don't know. I'm not really sure. Maybe it was something that I know, lack of training. The past few weeks, I haven't been able to run as much. I did do a long run 2 weeks ago, and so I felt that I was would be able to push myself, and which is okay. I usually when I get on these races, I just want to try my hardest. As long as I'm not injuring myself, I'm okay with it. That's why I backed off, because I did not want to injure myself further, so that way I can run again and not have weeks off because I injured and strained something that is going to take several weeks to heal there too. So I felt pretty good today. Actually ran for 2 miles, felt great, sore, but definitely I'm able to run. So I think that's the main thing when you're doing these races. If you feel like you can't push yourself like you are safely, it's okay to back off and walk and jog. Just finish the race. Again, I'm not a professional runner, so I'm not doing this for money at all. I'm doing it for fun, and then as well as I get a cool medal. And even at some point, you know, if you feel like you are endangering your life to finish this race, you know, stop and find somebody to help you out. But I felt like I was able to finish and do a walk jog and feel great. So you know, sometimes it's just not your day. You know, that was definitely not my day to do well with this marathon. So I mean, well, I did well for you know, first half, and then you know, first few other miles I did well, and just the last from mile 19 through 26 was a little difficult, but definitely got it done. That's all that matters, just getting out there and getting it done there. And you know, definitely great finish there. So I'll definitely show you the medal here. So you know, definitely looking at the medal here. Nice. And they usually have really great medals with this marathon, and so this year was kind of a bluish color, and it says marathon for Kenya. So this race raises money for a village in Kenya, and definitely a great cause. And also I had some video footage of me donating some old running shoes that you can give, and gave those away, but I didn't have a video footage of that. Kind of a cool shot of all the mileage I put in those shoes, and so I think I had some old Hokas that tore, and had a bunch of some Brooks that were old, and still got some older shoes I probably could donate as well too, but we'll wait until next year there. And then some other shoes, some of my was it the Nike Pegasus 37s and 38s. They have a lot of mileage in them, so definitely hoping somebody, the 38s still had some good wear on them, so hopefully somebody will be able to wear those in Kenya. So definitely that'll be kind of cool, getting those shoes over to Kenya and somebody else use them. Yeah, continue on the legacy of those shoes, which is kind of cool to think about. And so this concludes this video. I hope everyone's doing well out there, and keep safe out there, keep running, and we'll see you next time.
Good job. Thank you.